would your 3 wishes be?
I want a new uncle. One that is on his deathbed, but he's happy. And he's content. But he loves me.
Is he rich?
Yes. Yes, he's worth $1 billion.
Why did you manifest a person to die?
Right? Well, because I can't wish for $1 billion because then the IRS is going to come after me. Because that's not legal money.
Wish that the money comes to you via any method but the death of a relative.
Or maybe I could win the lottery. That's easy. Hello. My name is...
the street that I live on is... the name of my grade school teacher was...
Schweitzberger.
Man, fuck Schweitzberger. Garbage-ass curriculum. Today's episode is about...
I think that Schweitzberger isn't real.
Do go on.
In fact, I think that Schweitzberger is an old folktale.
Oh, I see. It's a segue. Well, that's a cool segue, but also, Schweitzberger's not real. That was just a name that you said.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, this one's about the folklore.
Yeah, this is about the folklore.
There's a lot of folklore in the world.
Yeah.
We are America.
Yeah, that's where I live.
We got giant moths with legs.
Yeah.
And hairy people.
Yes.
And is the hairy people international? Is Bigfoot an international phenomenon?
I think it's a North American thing.
Why?
I mean, there's like variations
Why limit his beauty
of it, right?
to us?
There's like Yetis, There's like
I know Bigfoot.
Yeah, I'm sure in like Europe they have like Le Bigfoot, he's just like the same guy but
Le Foot
with a baguette.
Le Bigfoot.
Yeah.
How did he get the baguette if he's never been seen?
Well, just because you haven't been seen doesn't mean you.
Does he have an insider?
No, he doesn't have like a runner to get him bread. He goes in disguise.
Well, what does he dress up as?
A mime.
A mime?
A very unimposing, unassuming mime, just to cut down on any attention he might receive.
I think every mime is imposing.
No. That's their whole business is being very quiet.
Very discreet.
Yeah.
Very, very, very quiet mime.
I've met some very calm.
Very calm mimes?
Yeah.
I've never met a mime.
I met a mime.
Where?
There's a picture of me with a mime.
What?
We can put it up on the screen. Don't you love that? Yeah.
All right. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, put the mime on the screen.
Yeah. He was okay.
Good for him.
He was very non-obtrusive.
I think that...
I agree.
What folklore do you believe in?
I don't believe in any of it. I just like
You don't believe in any of it?
I like the camaraderie of it all, of like sitting around a fire, and there's always that one fucking guy who's like, I got a story you've never heard before, and then tells like the call was coming from inside the house and thinks he's hot shit. That guy is fucking nothing. Or the other guy who tells the story of the people that go down to Mexico and think they're getting like a little dog, but it turns out to be a rat. That guy's got fucking nothing either,
I think that Bigfoot's real.
Is he?
So, like, when you take, like, something made up or not, a lot of, like, things that people speculate if they're real or not are very, like, far-fetched. Like, a man with a moth's head or, like, dolphins. But
Wait, what?
when it comes to Bigfoot...
Hold on, wait.
What?
Dolphins?
Yeah.
Was that like the end of that sentence?
Yeah. What about them?
Nothing. What else?
Yeah, I mean, they aren't... Do you think they're real? Because that's embarrassing.
No.
Okay.
I know they're not real.
That'd be kind of crazy.
It would.
Yeah. Bigfoot, it's not hard to believe that there is a man that just that's hairy, that's in the woods, and he snoops around. Do I think that he's 10 feet tall? No. But I think there is a hairy man that lives in the woods.
I don't think he's real.
What?
Also, I don't think he's a man. I think even in the mythology that's been like set forth, he's like a creature.
Oh, okay, then he's not real.
Was your mental image of Bigfoot just like a really fuzzy
Well,
guy?
like I knew what people imagined of him, but when you boil down the point of Bigfoot, which is a hairy dude hiding from everyone, that for sure exists.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
They're called libertarians. But I don't think that's what they were going for with Bigfoot. I think he's kind of like this missing link between man and beast. He's not fucking real though.
Man and beast.
He stands upright on 2 feet and
As
lurches
if
around.
like he's a caveman.
Kind of.
Like,
Bigfoot as a concept is stupid. I've never really cared for Bigfoot as a myth because it's just not that cool.
That's why I'm saying it's real. Imagine how boring you have to fucking be to make that up.
I saw a really big, really hairy guy. And everyone's like, bullshit, show pictures. It's like, well, I didn't get any, but...
Yeah, and there have been dozens of shows and arguments about whether or not he's real. Like, no, it's if you want to make up something, you're going to say something fucking crazy, not a slightly hairy dude in the woods.
That's a good point, but also... You got to figure like 50, 60, 70 years ago when they started coming up with this, there was jack shit going on. What would they fucking have on TV? Andy Griffith Show?
I would think
that was the highlight of their fucking month was when that would come on.
I think that your imagination will run more rampant because you didn't have anything creative to see. You would have to make it all up yourself.
That's where you're wrong. Man, those guys were so boring. Fuck anybody that was alive 100 years ago. I feel like cryptids are my least favorite component of folklore, even though they are a big part.
What the fuck is a cryptid?
You don't know what cryptids are?
No.
So cryptozoology is the hobby of people that I guess wanted to get into zoology but thought it was overrated.
I know Cryptozoo, the scam Logan Paul did.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Okay.
No, the cryptids are like Bigfoot, Chupacabra, giant squid, which turned out to be real. That's like the 1K, like Loch Ness Monster. It's these Mothman, these creatures that people claim to have seen that have just sort of captured people's imaginations so much that they've classified them as a kind of animal.
I thought that's what a folklore was.
No, folklore is just like stories or like mythology shared between folks. I don't know. Folklore is like superstitions are folklore, scary stories are folklore.
So walking under a ladder would be considered folklore?
It's a superstition, but I consider it folklore. It's the lore of folks.
I guess. It's got some lore to it.
Yeah. Like, you remember we told the scary story last time? And you
that was
yourself?
spoopy. That was spoopy.
Because the dog was
licking the dog. It was licking. The human can lick with their tongue.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell another spoopy story.
Do it.
I went to the woods yesterday.
Yeah.
And it got kind of dark because there were trees that were taller than me. And they had a lot of leaves, so it was blocking the sun mainly. But there was still a little bit peeping out, so I could see, so it's realistic.
Yeah.
And I saw this man with a little more fur than usual. And he was like slightly taller than me. And I was like, hey, what are you doing out here? And he said, go away. And he like scurried around. And I was like, oh my God, it's Bigfoot. I need a picture. And when I tried to pull out my phone, he went, yeah, and knocked it out of my hand. So that's how he gets away with it most of the time. He usually scurries up and knocks it out of your hand.
What's he do the rest of the time, if that's just most of the time?
I think he just like collects sticks and makes sculptures.
Oh, cool.
Because he had like a shelf.
Like Spencer from iCarly.
Yes, exactly like Spencer from iCarly.
Nice.
Spencer, wait, maybe that was Bigfoot.
Just shaven?
Yeah. He was tall.
He was tall.
He made weird noises.
He did make weird noises.
He made sculptures. Oh, fuck. I saw Spencer from iCarly. He has gone downhill.
He's just down on his luck right now.
He has gotten bad.
Yeah. Folklore is cool. I like the idea of like fucking witches. You know? Witches have this they got this kind of like air about them that's just like, yeah, we're making soups and potions. I want to get in on that.
Yeah.
That's like primarily what I do is make stews.
And potions?
And potions.
What kind of potions can you make?
I don't make potions, but I get drunk.
That's a kind of potion.
Yeah.
That's its own type of magic.
Yeah. It's brain damage juice.
Witches are so like I don't think witches are real, but a witch is a kind of hag. And hags are real.
Break down the types of hags.
A non-magical hag, just an old woman with warts. That's real.
You know, you got your two flavors of hag. You got your standard hag, your standard factory hags, and your magic hags, also known as a witch.
Whoever made witches, it's also kind of boring because magic probably existed. And then some guy was hanging out with his grandma, and Grandma wasn't looking good that day. And then he was like, I wonder if she could, like, cast a fireball. And then that's how a witch was made.
It was like
so
fucking,
interesting.
It was like evangelical Christians back in the day, wasn't it? That, like, were just,
yes.
like, shoving rocks in women's pockets and putting them in lakes.
That a woman would be like, did you know that, like, ice floats? And they'd be like, how did you know that?
That was a secret. That was a World Cup Christian secret.
They'd burn them alive.
Yeah.
Ah!
I don't think they got any witches that way. Because if it was a witch, then, like, they would just fly away.
That's true. Yeah, if it was a witch, they would just fucking escape.
What kind of fucking logic is that? That we're gonna kill you, and if you're actually a witch, then you'll kill us. But if you're not a witch, then we kill you. It's smart. It's foolproof.
Was that the test?
Yeah. Look at that guy's doing an ET right now. That's crazy.
That's a folklore I believe in.
ET?
Look at him go. Yeah, there's a man on a bike, and he looks majestic. He
does look
riding away.
Does look majestic. I'll tell you, I like Legend of Sleepy Hollow. You know the guy in the Ichabod Crane? And he's like a school teacher, and then nothing scares him, nothing phases him, and then he gets fucking got by a pumpkin head.
A pumpkin head?
Yeah. That's a fun one.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Santa, there's a folklore.
Santa's probably real, because how else would I get my presents?
Yeah, it's a good point. I didn't think about that.
I didn't buy them.
Well, that rules out one person. All right, let's see.
It does not rule out Santa. Leprechauns.
Leprechauns are cool.
Leprechauns. I was having a conversation about leprechauns. I don't remember.
Oh, it was me.
Was
you were
it?
talking to me about leprechauns. Was that on the podcast?
I have no idea.
I think it was.
What was my argument? It was
leprechauns are just short redheads.
Oh, yes.
What are they if not that? They don't make the fucking gold. They just collect the gold.
I think that leprechauns by definition could be real, but why the fuck would they? Why would they?
Why wouldn't they?
Why would you do anything that a leprechaun does?
Why wouldn't a leprechaun do everything a leprechaun does?
Because if I go to the end of the rainbow, they have to give up their fucking Fortune 500.
Yeah, because you like corned them.
They have to give out their fucking like Roth IRA.
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
You cornered them.
Why would you do that? I know how to find the end of a rainbow. I just follow it.
By the way, that's not the myth. The myth is you have to like catch the leprechaun, and then he'll give you his gold in return for freeing him.
I thought he hid it at the end of the rainbow.
He keeps it at the end of the rainbow.
I can just go there. That makes it even easier because he's not there.
He's gonna be puppy guarding it, so you have to tackle him. Lucky for you, his stature is so small that tackling him is kind of just like jumping on a grape.
I'll be able to find him and the gold in one fell swoop by just following the path that has been laid out in front of me.
I'm not saying they're intelligent. I'm just saying
stupid.
That you have to catch him first. He doesn't just give it up
Why
so
would
easy.
anyone do that? Is it a part of the myth that leprechauns are magical? Can they like teleport or something? Because if they just wear green and they're small and Irish, then this can very much be a real thing. It's just anyone who would do it would be stupid because I would take their money.
Whether a leprechaun is magic or not kind of depends on how you view magic. What if they just exist in a world with its own rules? Like they can just climb on rainbows and there's a lot of gold.
Then that doesn't exist if that's the rules.
Yeah, but I mean it's not magic. It's not like they can conjure fucking rainbows. They look for rainbows and then put gold there.
I'm confused on their powers and abilities. Why can't they?
They have virtually none. They don't grant wishes. They don't make the gold. They don't make the rainbow.
That's fucking stupid.
I mean, who are you to judge, really?
Another little creature, genies.
Genies are cool.
If you found a genie, what would be your 3 wishes?
Are you allowed to wish for more wishes?
No.
That's bullshit.
In no way you're allowed to do that.
That's awful.
That's a genie rule.
I know, but genies set that rule because they knew I would abuse it.
Yeah.
That's
I
bullshit.
think that's about any rule.
It's a little bit fucking insulting to me.
Because
that would be my 3 wishes, is a million wishes.
And that's it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't use the million wishes?
No, I just have them on reserve.
You're mine forever.
Yeah.
You cannot leave.
Make me a grilled cheese. You have to. You're here.
What are your 3 wishes, though? What are your 3?
Honestly, so when I was a kid, if you asked me this, I would basically make myself a god because you want to be OP as a kid. That's what you want. You want to be invincible, immortal, and have the ability to shapeshift. That's what you want.
That's fair.
But as an adult, probably permanent cessation of life because I've realized that we're just going to keep living forever. And it's a horrifying thought. And if you can find any way to get out of it, you should take that. You know what I mean?
What?
You know, quantum immortality?
What? No.
So, do you believe that the universe is infinite?
Yes.
Okay. What does infinity imply?
That it goes on forever.
Right. And that in that forever, there has to be something.
Oh, so you're saying there's another us?
There has to be an infinite number of us because there's an infinite amount of space. And just like the infinite fucking monkey theorem, you know, everything is going to exist in that space.
Yeah, but I'm not. Just another version of me will, and then they'll go away.
Well, what's the difference? Look, there's always going to be a version
I'm not
of you
in that consciousness.
I mean, like, it doesn't really matter. There's always going to be a version of you that outlives this version.
That's
and
fine.
There's going to be a version of that version that outlives that version. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with that? I don't know them.
You don't think you know them, but they're just you. So it's kind of like you just keep living forever. Why would you not?
Kinda, but like not really.
Why would you not be Why would you not be in the POV of the version of you that lives forever?
Anyone listening to this podcast is not gonna understand at all. I don't think we understand.
No. You're always gonna be in the body of the one that's living the longest because as long as that, you know what I mean. If you die in this body,
okay,
you just ship over to that one. It's like a completely seamless transition.
Is it?
Yeah. So my 3 wishes would be cessation. Make sure it's permanent, and the 3rd wish would be a big old turkey club.
I think if you ask the genie that, he's not gonna know what to do.
He fucking better.
He's gonna have 0 idea.
He's the genie. If anything, he should grasp it more.
You understand the multiverse theory, right, genie?
The genie is gonna get it. What would your 3 wishes be?
I want a new uncle. One that is on his deathbed, but he's happy. And he's content. But he loves me.
Is he rich?
Yes. Yes, he's worth $1 billion.
Why did you manifest a person to die?
Right? Well, because I can't wish for $1 billion because then the IRS is going to come after me. Because that's not legal money.
Wish that the money comes to you via any method but the death of a relative.
Or maybe I could win the lottery. That's easy.
I wish my whole family suffered a horrible death and I got all that.
Well, no, I don't want anyone I know to die. I want to make a new one.
I appreciate that you made him content. That way he didn't die.
Yeah, like he's happy.
Oh, fuck, it's E.T.
He's chill. Oh, he's back?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What?
There he is.
I'm confused about his route.
Just a big circle in the parking lot.
Yeah, so, audience, we were watching him cycle away, and then we look up, and he is back to square one, cycling away again. So I'm confused where he went. He came back, and then he left again. Anyways, that's my first wish. Maybe winning the lottery instead, but I don't know. I would have to look into
it's a maybe for the lottery?
I would have to look into the tax.
You'd prefer that a man dies?
Well, like, the will might be taxed less.
I don't think it is.
If it's not, then I'll just take the lottery. That's easier. I wish I could rewind time but like I need to keep it simple. I can rewind time every time that I snap my fingers, then fart. Because if I tell the genie I want to rewind time, then he'll like, if I don't specify, he'll fuck with me. He'll be like, you can rewind time, but you don't get to control it, and it's random. So I can only rewind time after I say the exact date and time, and then I have to snap both my fingers, clap my hands twice, and fart.
How would you summon a fart?
Just push.
Okay. Does that work for you?
I mean, enough.
Okay.
Like if I can't fart, then I don't need to rewind time enough.
Well, I'm glad that. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. I'm glad that we had the same thought process though, because when I was a kid and I wanted these powers, I was very clear about that. I was like, I have to say this in a way where the motherfucker's not gonna prank me.
Yeah, because the Fairly Odd Parents taught me that they're pricks.
They are fucking assholes.
And they're gonna trick me.
The Norm Macdonald genie.
So I've not seen that bit.
No, that's who voices the genie.
In what?
Fairly Odd Parents.
It is?
Yeah.
It's Norm Macdonald?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in forever. I'd probably recognize his voice now, but that's so funny.
You have to be like, this power is only gonna work if I do a ridiculous handshake first.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll be like dreaming about the fucking Bahamas and you'll end up there.
Yeah. But every time that I did those steps, I could rewind time 10 minutes to put me back exactly how the world was 10 minutes earlier. So I can just like fix like immediate fuck ups.
Right.
I don't need more than
What
that.
if you don't have a fart in the 10 minutes? Would you get a fucking syringe and put air in your ass?
I would just push. It might result in me shitting myself, but if
Is a shit a fart?
Okay, maybe I'll tell the genie when I make a noise with my butt.
What if you sit down and make a squish?
That's still a noise.
Yeah, so you've accidentally...
No. Like, I have to do all the stuff, say the date and time, and then make a noise with my butt.
You gotta be careful. If you say the date and time, you have to be very careful to wait a couple seconds before you sit or move your hands.
Well, I mean, that's true. But it's only 10 minutes if I accidentally do it. I would just have to, like, if I'm driving, I'll have to be, like, ready.
I like... Why the imposed 10-minute thing?
Because, like, I don't know. I guess I could make it unlimited, but that'd be kind of fucked because what if I accidentally make it happen and then I've said the date of, like, 1900?
Then you have to wait.
And then I would die. Yeah.
You can't go back.
I can't go forward. I can't go forward.
Why not just be able to travel in time as you please?
Well, because that's hard to explain to a genie.
Just like those words I just said. I want to go in time how I would like instead of how you would like. Genie.
But then he's going to, like, warp me. And I'm going to become, like, a fourth dimensional being. I don't want that. I just want to be able to, like, go back in time a little bit.
Yeah.
And then...
The third wish.
So
wait, just so we round them up, all right?
Yeah.
Your very first wish was an uncle that's about to die to leave you $1 billion.
Okay.
Your second wish...
He's content.
Yeah, he's content.
He's
so
content
it's okay.
with death.
Your second wish is the ability to travel only backwards in time using farts and snaps.
Yeah.
Okay. And your third wish is definitely going to be good.
Yeah, my third wish, I don't know, really. Because, like, once I have $1 billion from my uncle, that's kind of all I got.
You don't wish for your uncle to, like, come back to life?
Oh, I could do that. I wish, but then he might, like, revoke my money.
He won't revoke it, but he was content and you fucked him over.
The uncle?
Yeah, he was content. And
well, no, I didn't put him on his deathbed. I just invented him in the first place.
But he was content dying, and then you ripped away the pride of dying on his own terms.
Oh, of him, I would make him come back?
Yeah.
Oh, then...
Which is what I was saying.
Then no, he can pass.
Quantum immortality.
If that's what he wants. I don't think the genie's going to pick up on that.
He'll get it. If it's that Robin Williams genie, he might not get it because he's a goober, but...
You want to be the prince.
Yeah. Man, nobody's wanted to be a prince in like 300 years, you know?
Yeah.
Some good folklore that's not really like super old, just probably cropped up in the last 20 or 30 years, maybe 40 years. Two of them. First one, if you eat Pop Rocks and drink soda, or conversely Mentos and drink soda, your stomach will explode.
I've not heard that. I've heard you'd throw up.
There's a.
Which don't you actually throw up?
I have no idea. I've never done it. I thought my stomach would explode.
It can't be good.
No, whatever's happening in there's gonna suck for your like intestines, but I don't
Yeah.
think you're gonna throw up or get hurt.
Yeah, because the bottle doesn't explode.
The bottle is hard plastic. Your stomach is a thin membrane.
My stomach is harder than that.
Okay.
My stomach is powerful.
Second, that if you eat a watermelon seed, you will grow a watermelon.
Yeah, I've heard that one. That one's fucking stupid.
Because how is it going to grow?
I
Under what conditions is it going to grow?
That goes for like any seed too. I've heard
Yeah.
that about so many things. If you eat the apple seeds, an apple tree will grow.
Or that you'll die
Like
from
what-
the cyanide.
Like what the literal fuck are you gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah.
How many apples do you need to die from cyanide? It's like 100,000 or something.
It's a lot of apples. It's an
might
amount
be
of
less
apples
than
that you
that,
could
but
not eat in the
yeah.
amount of time it would take all at once to kill you.
No runny nose.
No runny nose?
That's my third one.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Ever again.
Never again.
Not an immunity to ailments, just no runny
Just
nose.
no runny nose.
You still get like upset stomach.
Oh.
Still get rashes.
Or maybe no more upset tummy and runny nose.
That's why I covered all the bases as a kid, all right? Invincibility. You are immune to any fucking any form of harm, laceration, fucking any ailment, right? Because you're invincible.
Yeah.
Immortality. You live forever. Here's the thing. People will choose immortality and then die via like sunlight or garlic or some shit, you know? Because that's the twist, is they're a vampire. You combine invincibility and immortality, you can't be touched. It's a horrifying thought now that I'm like actually thinking about it. You don't want that. You know what I mean? You just don't. You don't.
Yeah, that sounds kind of sad.
The ability to shapeshift is kind of badass. That
might be painful as fuck.
You don't know that.
You might die.
Not if you're invincible and immortal.
That is true. If those are your 3 wishes, then you can shapeshift.
Dude, I would take a turn being everybody. You know, just be like, this sucks. Just next.
But like, imagine if you weren't invincible, but you could shapeshift, and then you just like shapeshift into like a giraffe, and then you immediately die because your stomach was ripped in twain to try and fit a giraffe's body. And you can't breathe anymore because your neck stretched out.
Well, just specify to the genie that the rules of shapeshifting are as they appear in cartoons. At will, you can shapeshift painlessly and easily into a thing. You know? Into a thing that's different from you.
Okay.
What's another folklore? Werewolves? I don't care for those ones.
Werewolves. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't think they're real. I would bet money on them not being real, but if they are real, good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
Good for them.
Pirates are fun.
Pirates are real.
Yeah.
Good for them.
I watched fucking Captain Phillips, the Pirates.
What?
The guy, look at me now. I'm the captain. Remember that? Tom Hanks thought he was gonna die. He's like, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. He looked like such a sniveling bitch in that scene.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah, it was fun. Trolls under bridges.
Those also could be real.
They could be. I've never been under a bridge.
Is
Oh wait, yes I have, like hundreds of times. There's no troll.
well, like, I don't think they're gonna be like green, but it could be like a short guy who wants to give riddles.
That guy needs to fucking. I would say that
He
guy needs
owns
to get
the
a hobby.
bridge. He owns the bridge.
I would say he needs to get a hobby, but he has.
Yeah, he's found his passion.
Yeah. You know the fucking what's the fucking the myth? It's like very much in the vein of your typical werewolves and mummies and vampires and stuff. The haunted pants.
What?
The haunted pants.
Like a pair of jeans?
Yeah, I don't think they are jeans. I think they're like sweats, but yeah.
I'm confused.
They're haunted.
Okay.
So picture your legs as they are right now. They're stationary until you send impulses to them to move, right?
Okay.
These pants, that's like Wallace and Gromit. Remember his pants were evil?
I have not seen that one.
All right, well, it's a fun one, but that's a topic for another day. These pants are haunted with the ghosts of legs, so they control your legs. They like make you walk
This
places.
is a real folklore?
They make you walk places you don't want to go.
Oh, no?
Yeah.
Can you not... excuse me. Can you not take them off?
You could, because your arms aren't possessed, but I mean, like, sometimes you just forget.
Okay.
You never heard that one?
No, I have not.
Oh.
That one's weird.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Where would they take you?
I don't know. Like a boutique?
Okay. What about, I don't know.
You don't have any more?
I'm thinking.
The neighborhood where I grew up, like a lot of neighborhoods, in the U.S., has a big strip of woods and creek, you know?
Yeah.
So we go foraging in there, and we'd like find trash and like throw mud at each other and stuff. And there was this like shack in the woods, like a hobbled together shack made of like planks of wood and pallets and mattresses and stuff. So me and were like, oh shit, that's fucking Creek Man. Creek Man lives in this shack in the woods, and it would change every time we'd go visit it.
Creek Man?
Yeah, Creek Man. And he, I don't know if we got this information from anywhere, or if like we were just lied to by adults, or if we just made it up. But we were like, yeah, he's a fucking like bona fide serial killer. He lives in this mattress shack. And just, I guess just waits, but he's never there when we go. Like, I feel like, all the times that we went, he would have been there at least once.
He was just hiding.
Yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No. I really don't believe in any of that shit. I think that there are imprints that, things can leave. Like if a very, very, like if a really bad tragedy happens in a place, like a fucking concentration camp, there is an energy over the place that's just solemn, and you go and you're like, oh God, you feel gutted. I don't think that's supernatural. I think that just comes about from like, understanding that so much bad shit has happened here
of the place.
that it influences you to not have,
Okay.
not that you're not having an informative time, but you're not having a fun time. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I believe in ghosts.
You don't know?
I don't. Undecided.
It's centrists like you that are ruining the democratic system. Right?
You'll never get me.
Vote boo no matter who. When I was a kid, I don't think I believed in ghosts, but I really wanted to find one. Do you have a fascination with ghosts as a kid? Like you always trying to look for them?
No.
Oh.
You're weird.
Really? I think you're weird. I feel like a lot of people listening, you know what I'm talking about. You were looking for ghosts. You were on the prowl.
I wanted to find Santa.
Well, he's only around one day.
I would always check. Be like, Sandy?
You there now?
He always escaped my grasp. Slipped right through my fingers. I'll get him though.
They fucking...
I got a trap.
What was that comprised of?
Well, this year, at least, I've rented a bear trap. Come December, Santa will be mine.
He'll be fucking maimed.
Well, no, he'll be fine.
My parents were kind of dicks because they were like really pretentious atheists, so they like didn't give me the opportunity to do a Santa.
They didn't even do Santa?
They did Santa like the first 2 years and then gave up. And we're like, yeah, well, we should probably be honest with you. We don't have a fucking chimney, idiot. Where the fuck would he be coming? We live in a fucking apartment.
They leave the back door unlocked.
Yeah. He has a magic. He's got fucking Rudy Tabooty chalk. He draws a door and walks in. Like, nah. And like, I guess because my brothers were born after me, they just never had that. Which like,
no Santa.
Yeah. But the gifts are really the important part. I don't think it's the thought that like a stranger's in your house that's exciting to you. I think it's
I like that part.
What the fuck am I gonna get tomorrow?
I like when someone is like doing B&E and then leaving instead of taking. That's fun. It's just a fun time.
Like that fucking lady that broke into that house and like just started doing dishes.
Yeah, did the dishes that left.
Yeah.
There was also a guy in Japan, I believe. It was I forget what country, but he just went and broke. It was a glass door. He shattered it to get in and eat their cookies, and then he left $1,000 for them to fix the door. And he was like, "Sorry."
What a stand-up guy! Nothing but respect to that guy.
He needed the cookie.
Dude, if someone wants to, here, I'm sending this message out to the world.
This is gonna be a bad message.
If you want to break down my door and leave me $1,000, please have at it. I'll take the $1,000.
All right.
I'll put up a fucking stupid ass cheap door. I'm not even gonna spend any of the money you gave me.
You believe in the tooth fairy though, right?
No.
No?
The fuck? Of course, no. They made an exception for the Tooth Fairy.
Literally, I'm so confused.
Are we doing a bit?
How do you not believe in the Tooth Fairy?
Okay, we're doing a bit.
No.
Yeah, he's real. The Tooth Fairy is real. And I've seen the movie with The Rock. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, you've seen the documentary.
I thought you meant growing up. Were you a Tooth Fairy kid?
No.
As an adult,
I've always been a Tooth Fairy boy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He's real.
He has an appreciation for, detached body parts, and it's something that really speaks to me. You know?
I don't even get how it's an argument for him to not be real. Where the fuck does the money come from?
Right, yeah.
Who takes the tooth?
There's no metamorphosis that teeth undergo when they're put under a pillow that turns into money. There's a fairy putting it under there.
I like the Tooth Fairy from the Guardians movie. Who has walls of teeth. I think her castle's made of teeth.
What was Guardians?
Legends of the Guardians, where Santa had 2, katanas.
Oh.
It's a good movie.
That was a kid's movie that, wasn't advertised enough, and so I never watched it.
Oh, it's so fucking weird.
Is it weird?
It is an action film starring Jack Frost, the Tooth Fairy, Sandman, and Santa Claus. And it's weird.
That sounds derivative but fun.
It's an action movie. I don't get it. They're all fighting Nightmare? Is that the villain?
Nightmare.
I think that's the villain. He tries to make Jack Frost turn to the Nightmare. That is the villain, because Sandman gives everyone good dreams, and then Nightmare turns them into nightmares, and they're like, stop it. So Santa pulls out his katanas to fight.
What is the real problem with just having a nightmare? It's a completely...
I don't like them.
It's like no stakes. You're not even really in control of it. It's not you. You wake up and you're like, oh, that sucked.
Well, yeah, but it sucks.
I'm going to eat some Frosted Flakes now and go about my mundane day.
The nicest part of a nightmare is it ending, so I'd rather just not happen.
It's not even you when you're sleeping. It's just like a screensaver. It's like watching a movie, you know?
It's crazy how little we know about dreaming and sleeping.
Yeah.
We understand, the benefits and, how to figure out if someone is sleep deprived or not, but we can't fully understand why dreams happen or what they are or what they do.
Shit's fucking wacky.
I really want to be able to put them on a monitor, and they're kind of trying, but...
Is it the fucking adrenaline gland that produces fucking the DMT that drips into your head?
That's a folklore.
Is that a folklore? Is that a Joe Rogan-ism? That because it's the same fucking...
I believe that is a Joe Rogan-ism. Because I remember looking up, is there DMT in your brain? I'm pretty sure the answer was no. Someone can correct me if they're wrong.
I don't have my phone to fact check you, so I'll just take it on face value.
But I'm pretty positive that it's wrong. But I'm talking about the adrenal gland, altogether, or the frontal lobe.
Yeah.
Those are folklore.
Yeah.
Most people have a quarter.
Parts of the brain are folklore.
Yeah. It's 3/4 of the brain that you see in diagrams and stuff aren't real.
Yes. They're just composites.
Your brain is a smooth cube.
Yeah.
It's like that Mario Party game where you're cooking the meat and it's a cube and you have to cook all 6 sides?
No.
Well, for the people out there who know what I'm talking about, imagine the meat raw before you start the minigame. That's your brain.
Is it just fucking mandatory to be on bikes in this parking lot? This is the 10th bike guy.
So many.
Are we in the middle of the fucking Tour de France?
Who's winning? Probably the ET guy.
Yeah. He got a fucking head start. He is gone. By the way, I'd like to apologize for the amount of times that I said the word fuck last episode. All right? I tuned into that one. I'll give it a listen. So many times. Too many times.
Did you say fuck a lot?
Yeah. And then it started influencing you. You started saying it a bunch. It's every 10th word.
I literally can't be influenced.
I got bad news. Bad news.
My brain is a fortress of solitude. You cannot change me.
The machinations of my mind are an enigma.
That's another thing I believe in.
Patrick?
Yeah.
Nice.
Patrick is for sure real. Literally, they do shots of going from the top of the sea where it's real down to Bikini Bottom, and there's no cuts.
Yeah.
So of course it's real. It's just them filming it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's over dramatized because maybe the director will be like, "Hey, SpongeBob, like get shocked by that jellyfish." But like other than that,
Like a
most of
family
it's
vlog
real. Yeah, exactly like a family vlog channel.
Yeah, I agree.
Like most of it's real for sure, and I hope that I can have a Krabby Patty soon.
Me too.
It would probably taste bad because they're all wet.
Well, if everything's wet, nothing's wet, and that's a fucking direct quote from Syndrome, from Incredible. So I'm pretty sure. You know what was lost?
And if everyone's wet,
Nobody's wet.
no one will be.
You know what was fucking lost in the digital age? That we only caught the tail end of in our childhood. That I think they should be brought back.
What?
Is you know, in during childhood, exploring houses on your block that are like considered spooky and haunted.
Ooh.
You know, like a big old nasty looking place that like all the kids are like, dare you to go in, dare you to touch the doorknob.
Dare you.
Yeah.
Just like the Monster House.
Yeah. I mean, that's a classic example.
Yeah.
Except that one wasn't abandoned. There was like an old man in it.
And a woman was the house.
Yeah.
I still don't remember the plot of that film. She got made fun of and then fell into the house, and then she became the house.
It's hard to say, but you should know it was written by Dan Harmon.
You're right, it was. You told me that. How strange.
Whoa, that person's fucking speeding.
They're going.
Is it endless apps tonight? I don't know why you're in such a rush.
Floor it. More apps.
I like folklore a lot. It sucks that all the good ones are just like taken from scary stories to tell in the dark. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty stinky.
Like the Babysitter and like the Wendigo and shit. Well, I guess Wendigo is like a Native American thing.
What about the Sandman?
What about the Sandman?
Do you think it's real?
I don't even know what that is.
It's the guy that gives you fucking dreams?
They always say that, but I've never heard that in just fucking normal conversation.
Mr. Sandman, bring me the dream.
Yeah, that song is about a woman pining over a sexy man.
Is it?
Yeah. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen.
Oh, so she just wants to have a wet dream.
Yeah, well, I don't even think it's a dream. I think she just wants a dreamboat.
But bring me your dream.
Also, the whole Sandman thing, it must have been a product of like the 19th century, because I never fucking heard about it. I saw it in a cartoon once.
It was in the Guardians movie. He fought against Nightmare.
Yeah.
He was a short-statured mute.
He was mute?
He was mute. It made him more charismatic.
Wasn't Sandman a Spider-Man villain?
Yes. Oh. Very different Sandman. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he could give dreams.
I think he was just a villain. Do you know the fucking story of the cursed shirt?
The cursed shirt?
Yeah.
Is it the same fucking thing as the pants?
The what pants?
You're fucking with me. These are not real.
I'm not fucking with you.
You're making these up.
I'm not fucking with you. You never
Where'd you hear it from? Where's your source?
A shaman.
A shaman?
Yeah, it was the cursed shirt. Basically, it completely takes over your torso, so your arms make you crawl places you don't want to go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, can you pass the salt? Oh no, it's the pepper. Stop, stop.
It's real though.
Stop putting pepper there.
Yeah.
It's chicken parmesan. It already has the pepper. No! I never should have bought the shirt that says this is a cursed shirt on the front. I should have known better.
There's only one, dude, and it's in the Pyramid of Giza.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Everything I just said.
No, it's not. What does it look like? Is it like
plaid?
It's a plaid Pyramid of Giza shirt.
It's button up. I think it has an undershirt.
Is it long sleeve?
Yeah, but I don't think.
So do you have to put on both shirts, the undershirt and the overshirt?
Well, that's what I'm about to say. Is I don't know if the undershirt is a part of it.
Why would it be in the pyramid if it wasn't?
I think the dude who took off the cursed shirt in a hurry just kind of like left the undershirt in. You know how like sometimes you have an undershirt on, you just kind of rip it all off at once.
Yeah.
He wasn't thinking about it, but I don't think the undershirt is cursed.
Okay.
Or maybe the undershirt is the only part that's cursed.
What do we know what the undershirt looks like, or is that still up to debate because no one wants to touch it?
If I had to guess, and this is just a guess, it's probably like a wife beater, just this kind of tank top.
I'm also confused because you said, first of all, it is a modern day button up in the
I
Pyramid
didn't
of
say
Giza.
it was modern day. It's from.
They did not.
It's from
They
BC.
did not have plaid in Egypt.
Didn't they?
I don't. Did they? I have no idea. I don't think they did. They certainly didn't have long sleeve business casual button ups.
It's not business casual. You would be told
What
to
is
leave
it?
if you showed up in a plaid button up shirt like this.
So it's an offensive plaid button up shirt?
No, it's just casual wear.
What business isn't allowing you to wear a button up?
Plaid, I think, is too busy. I think a lot of, if you were to show up,
I think it's fine.
except for casual Fridays, if you were to wear a button-up plaid shirt to work, especially if it was like a very, very
What?
Yeah.
What work are you talking about?
Cubicle stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be fine. That'd be a fine shirt.
They'd be like, that is a huge distraction.
Plaid?
Take it off.
Come on.
Yep.
At least no one will be looking at your nipples.
Go home and change.
But the plaid is too much. The other flaw with your story here.
Flaw?
Yeah. So, who was the last person to wear it?
I don't know his name because I only talked to him once.
So you've spoken to him.
Yeah.
So he's alive.
He was. I don't know if he is now. What am I, a census taker?
He's been alive in the past 20 years.
I don't remember.
You're
pushing for details I don't have.
For you to have talked to him, he would have had to be alive in the past 20 years.
Were you guessing my age?
How old are you?
This guy's guessing my age. I'm 21.
All right. So 21 years.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyways.
It's rude to guess a person's age.
Why the fuck would he put it in the Pyramid of Giza?
Well, you got to understand, back then the pyramid was open to the public.
Back when?
2002.
When you were at the age of 2?
1.
All right, so you were at the age of 1 interviewing the one man in
You ever
the
hear
world.
about the scary gloves?
What do they do?
They control your hands.
Oh my fucking god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the scary beanie?
That sounds made up, dude. You just made that up.
I literally didn't.
You just made that up.
It was in the Guardians movie.
He was the 5th guy.
Yeah, Santa, Tooth Fairy, Sandman, Jack Frost, and the scary beanie. And the scary beanie could get on the enemy's head and just pull a little bit.
Yeah, and it would turn them into a fucking Californian bum who doesn't have a job. And skates around.
Yeah, make him into a disgusting liberal. I remember the ending of the film, the scary beanie got on Nightmare's head.
Keep Portland weird, man.
We were like, we did it. Look at him now.
Yeah.
He's a shell of the man he was.
Check out my Etsy shop. I make puka shell necklaces. It's pretty on the mark.
What a great episode about folklore and
Humpty Dumpty
and being lovers. Humpty Dumpty is another one that, if you exclude the egg part, it could be real.
A guy fell and got broken.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, they had to make him an egg.
See, when he died, though, his consciousness was just seamlessly transitioned over to an identical copy of himself in a parallel universe. With exactly the same, everything was exactly the same except for Humpty hadn't died.
He just pops back on the wall. Oh no!
Yeah.
I hate Humpty Dumpty. I have a vendetta against that miserable egg.
What the fuck did he do to you?
In all of his portrayals, he is just shown as this stuck-up, pompous ass who thinks he's better than everyone, and he fucking does like thousands of dollars of taxpayer resources.
What?
To try and fix him when it was his own clumsiness that caused this problem. It could have so easily been avoided because if an egg just didn't get on a fucking wall, He knows what he is, and he
is
still
an
did
egg,
it.
And he did it. That's a good point.
Thousands
of dollars of taxpayers' money for all the king's horses and all the
King's
men.
men. All of them.
I don't
That's
know.
so much money.
I doubt that was even the currency at that time.
There were taxes. And on top of that, the fucking... Have you seen the original Puss in Boots? Not the good one. The bad one that's old. Humpty Dumpty is the main character in it. And he sucks. I hate him.
Really?
He's awful.
What is he an
egg? He's miserable. He's an egg. He's snarky. He's like crass. He wants to like try and slide into people's business and be all slick, and he's not.
I want some eggs, man.
He falls off walls.
I could go for a fucking boiled egg.
If it's Humpty.
Yeah, I mean, if it is, if it isn't, I don't care.
What if you
boiled egg?
Boiled Humpty? Could you?
Yeah.
That'd be a big pot.
That'd be a big yolk.
That'd be a big yolk.
Yolk is like where most of the calories are in an egg.
You gotta separate the yolk from the white.
Yeah.
Humpty.
I think it's like a whole egg is like 90 calories per, but like 70 of those calories are fucking just the yolk.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to do closing arguments?
Yeah. You want to go first?
Sure. So, we live in a society where a lot of folklores are cast aside as tales, things that will never existed.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them are really fun, and it changes a lot of cultures around the world, and it really like just helps bring out life in believing in magic. But it's crazy to me that people don't believe in the Tooth Fairy when
me too,
the rest of them are so outlandish, and then people start spitting straight facts about the fairy that steals your teeth, and people are like, that's not real. That is so weird to me.
Yeah, where's the money come from?
Where's the tooth go? And that's my point.
Yeah. I think it's weird that white moms keep their kids' teeth.
The Tooth Fairy does.
No, I think it's weird that white moms do that.
They don't. The Tooth Fairy does.
They keep the teeth.
Yeah.
So if I go to your mom's nightstand right now, I open it up, I'm not gonna find a bag of your little baby teeth.
Well, no, because the Tooth Fairy took them.
Okay.
You might find a bag of my adult teeth. The Tooth Fairy does not take this.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah. Shout out the dude who fucking wore the shirt. I don't remember your name, so I can't credit you, but I know who you are. I recognize you by your face.
Who?
The guy who wore the shirt.
What shirt?
The cursed shirt.
Oh. Got it. Yeah.
If you're listening, comment, and I'll give you credit.
Okay. Yeah. Just let me know. I'd love to do an interview with you.
Yeah.
You could come on the pod, tell us about the shirt.
Yeah.
I'm in the car.
Yep.
Bye.